Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's your host, Lunar Arts Gaming. Now, I'm gonna basically make this in one take, because I don't really want to do all the editing. Not gonna lie. So, I'm re-recording this. I actually recorded initially recorded this video a few days ago, but the editing is going to be tedious, and the video was kind of sloppy. So, what we're instead going to do is go point for point. I actually have taken notes. So I'm just going to do this, and then you'll see the main editing bits you'll see are going to be like the intro, the outro, maybe. And like, I don't know, maybe, and this is a hard maybe, some funny words here and there because I was feeling like saying something, but probably not, because all of the funniness is going to come from me, my voice, the thing you're listening to while you watch the fight. Keep in mind, the way I record these is I record them while I talk. So like, I don't really put the talking in post. I probably could do that, but I just don't want to. It ensures that I have all the things I want to say in the video. So, with that in mind, let us get into Dragon Ball is Hilarious Part 2, the rest of the Saiyan Saga. Now, Dragon Ball is hilarious from different perspectives, when you look at it from the eyes of different characters, especially ones who it wasn't really meant to be funny of. Such as, if you look at it from Gohan's perspective. Now remember, last time when we were talking, we ended the series, well, not the series, but we ended it off with talking about the death of Raditz. And the fact that Raditz had it in the bag, like that W was concealed, my guy. And then he didn't. Like, literally, you were good until you weren't. Rip, my guy. So, of course, there's the aftermath of Raditz's defeat, which, when you look at it from Gohan's perspective, is kind of wild as hell. All right, like this little boy, because Gohan was 4 years old at the beginning of the of Z. I would say the series, but his series, pretty much. So, during that time, Gohan, being a 4-year-old, was just kidnapped by Goku's biggest enemy, the Demon King Piccolo. After Piccolo finishes off Raditz. And Raditz reveals, while Gohan is unconscious, they're like his two Saiyan compatriots, Nappa and Receding Hairline, were listening in the whole time. Which, that in and of itself could be a problem for the Earth. But the fact that Blabbermouth had to mention, oh, it's cool, Goku will be back. I mean, we have these things, they're called the Dragon Balls. Have you ever heard of them? They can grant you any wish you want. Yeah, no, of course villains are going to hear that and go, oh, any wish you say? Well, I have a wish or two I'd like to talk to this dragon about. I mean, come on, guys. Alright, so Piccolo, of course, when he takes Gohan, like, the first thing he does is almost freaking drown him. And while Goku's son is being thrown towards mountains and stuff like that, Goku is on the marathon of his life because, cardio never sleeps. No, I'm kidding. Because he has to go meet up with King Kai. And, well, if he doesn't do it, who will? You know? And so, that is definitely a fun topic. In of itself, Goku's run, like some hijinks happens. Like, first off, he meets King Yama, who definitely doesn't seem like he loves his job, but hey, who does, Am I right, working class America? So, that happened. Goku, while Goku's doing that, the rest of his team, the rest of the Z team, are all training with Kami. So basically, they're getting trained by God. And by the way, this is the first time when we're really shown that, like, Goku's potential in comparison to the humans really wasn't shit until, like, he hit Super Saiyan forms. Alright, like, let me put it this way. Goku trained with Kami for Piccolo. To deal with Piccolo, right? After the death of King Piccolo, Goku trains with Kami. And he didn't really get that much stronger in comparison to the humans who, pre-training with Kami, the humans were all, like, maybe, if I'm remembering correctly, like anywhere from 100 something to 200 something. Tien being one of the few that was like 300 something. Which puts him damn near on par with Goku. But like, and you know, they all came out with over 1,000 after their training with Kami. So like, where was that Kami? Holding out on us, dog? I'm just saying, like, the increase is wild. Because, remember now, they were able to beat these Cybermen. Like, Tien beat a Cyberman into submission up until Vegeta, Vegeta was like, oh, the Cyberman's holding back, probably. Disgusting. But, like, no. That Cyberman was trying to murk this man. And it took, remember, Yamcha was dogging on his Cybermen, too. There's a misconception that Yamcha's weaker than his Cybermen. No. He was stronger than it. The reason he lost is because it detonated. As we know from self-detonation in Dragon Ball, that makes you, the user, stronger for the millisecond of life you have left. Basically, you're throwing all of your life points, taking all of your health points out from health and into ki for one sudden burst of awesome until, you die. Goku, of course, reaches King Kai's planet, and when he reaches it, finally, after about 100 episodes, Goku, come on, man, clock's ticking. It took Goku nearly, if I'm remembering correctly, like 6 months to get there. And in that time, Gohan was beaten, battered, and bruised, but then learned how to beat a dinosaur fearlessly with a sword, which, by the way, Sword Gohan is the coolest Gohan. Don't at me. That costume would go so great in Sparking Zero. Especially if he gets to use his sword. Bro, Trunks could never. But yeah, in that time, all of his friends had been tortured by Mr. Popo. And Gohan had been beaten thoroughly by Piccolo. Until he was awesome. But unfortunately, as we know, all of the I'm still totally a 4-year-old didn't get, stripped away from Gohan because, bro was still terrified when it actually came to the real fight. Though he was a badass when it came to fighting Mr. Piccolo. And that's because the Green Man's not really as scary as he wanted to be. And also, Gohan changed the heart of the most evil man on Earth. Bro, if that doesn't scream Goku's kid, I don't know what would. Because Goku's been doing that for forever now. So, Goku learns, of course, the Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb. Good for you, Goku. And while that's all fine, well, and good, will it be enough? Of course, then, the Saiyans arrived on Earth, if I remember correctly, like a month early. But from the year they initially said that they would be there. But the Saiyans arrive. Vegeta and Nappa land and take out a good bit of a city. And then Nappa's absolutely stupid ass gets out of the sand pod, looks around, sees all the people, and just goes, yeah, I don't like these people, Vegeta. I'm just gonna have to blow them the fuck up. Kaboom. Nappa destroys an entire city. Absolute menace, by the way. Bro. It was at that moment Vegeta just wanted to run the ones with Nappa then and there, because this man almost jeopardized their whole mission. What if a Dragon Ball had been there, you stupid fuck? Oh, I guess I wasn't thinking, Vegeta. I'm so sorry.
Don't think I'm gonna follow your
orders
for the rest of my life.
The Z Fighters, of course, they all group up because, well, this is literally what they were training for. So I mean, it would be a little dumb not to, go do that. Tien beats a Cyberman, like I said earlier, into submission till Vegeta murks it. Then, skipping ahead from all that, right? Again, this man Nappa is a Saiyan elite, not like that pathetic worm Raditz. This is an elite Saiyan. He is, Chancellor Nappa. Like he is that guy. The one tasked with raising Vegeta's angry, fucking edgy ass. Right? Love it. So, Nappa, of course, is like, oh, I'm a Saiyan elite. How you think I'm gonna be taken down by you pathetic worms? And then, unlike the normal, he's not wrong. These people can't touch him. Everyone gives it their best. Tien dies to it, or Tien gets his arm straight up punched off, by the way. As if it was nothing. Like, he tries to block it, boom, severed arm, right? Chatsu tries to take out Nappa. That was to no avail. Literally, little buddy self-destruct, right? Tien has to watch his lifelong best friend go out, like, on a straight-up kamikaze mission, just for it to not work. Ooh, I know that hurt. Then, finally, it's down to Krillin, Piccolo, and the literal 5-year-old on the battlefield. Which, there's a whole scene. I think my favorite scene of it is the one where Piccolo tries to grab Nappa's tail and just like, oh no, my tail, just kidding. He freaking concusses Piccolo. Because of course he trained his tail. Why wouldn't he have trained his tail, you absolute buffoon? So, that happened.
Bring it on!
Of course, there's this scene where Gohan's like, you're just a loser. Nobody likes you. You smell like piss. And Nappa's just like, bro, that's it. I'm gonna have to take out this 5-year-old. And he hits him with a mouth blast that's just devious. And we know it's devious because Piccolo tried to tank it to save Gohan's life. And, well, he tanked it, but it did lead to his death. So, but none of it got past him to hurt Gohan. So, I mean, hey, small victories. Of course, though, the death of your mentor, because now you are going to be from the perspective of Gohan for the rest of this video. So when I say you, I mean Gohan. Like I said, little to no editing this video. Simple concept, when I say you are Gohan. And resume. So now you just watched your best friend, the closest thing you've known to a year, the only one person you've talked to for the last year, by the way, which I'm sure cannot be healthy. But, you are watching him literally die in front of you to save your life. And his last words are, "Run, Gohan." Because, well, you are a 5-year-old and you were never cut out for a war. Because taking a 5-year-old to a war sounds stupid, and Piccolo realizes that. What a fool. So, before the big man can squish your little head because he really wants to brutalize this 5-year-old, well, your dad comes in and hits him with the Kaioken to the back of the temple. Or the back of the head, I mean. There's literally a whole scene where Goku clowns on Nappa hard as hell for no reason. Like, I think the best scene there was when Goku literally stands on Nappa's head when he tries to punch him. Wild, bro. Fuck you and your elite status. It's a lot of F words. I might have to edit them. I don't know yet. We'll see. Anyway. So yeah, Goku dominates Nappa, something fierce, by the way, when using his Kaioken ability. To the point where, like, there's the whole dubism of 9,000, where like Vegeta, what is a Scatter Saber's power level? And in the real, like in the actual correct version, the sub, and in the manga, he says it's over 8,000. But, you know, to continue the bit, it's over 9,000! I'm sorry if that blew out anybody's eardrums. You can send all of your legal complaints to default B7. Yeah. Or you can send it to J-Man, but I don't expect that either of them will get back anytime soon. So, of course, Goku, your father, Goku, beats this bald bastard, one for all of the buddies that he had annihilated. Right? You know, he had to hit him with that. This is for Chatsu, and this one's for fuck, I almost said Vegeta. Go ahead and hit him with this is for Chatsu, and this is for Yamcha, even though Yamcha died to a Cyberman, and this is for Tien, and this is for Krillin. Hey, I'm still alive! Shut up! I mean, you know, so yeah. That ends with Goku literally crippling this man. He breaks this man's back. I cannot believe it. They actually had a paralyzed Saiyan, and it was phenomenal. So Goku, after snapping the spine of Nappa, sorry, not Goku. Vegeta, after seeing Nappa get his spine snapped, is like, yeah, you're gonna have to leave my baseball team now, Nappa. Can't. That's a bad look, buddy. And Nappa, you know, was immediately kicked from the team. And by which I mean Vegeta blew him the fuck up. Plain and simple. So, of course, this leads to the final battle.
You want to train with me?
First off, Goku looks you in the face and goes, "Hey, you're a 5-year-old with, you know, Krillin. Yeah, you guys need to leave. You're just gonna be in my way. Like, legit, I mean this with all disrespect. Neither of you should have been on this battlefield. Please leave." And, you know, you and your bald friend decide, yeah, we can finally go home. Man, I've been waiting to see my mom. It's been over a year. And your bald friend's like, yeah, I can't wait to see your mom either. Well, you guys realize really quickly why that was a bad idea. Because as your dad was beating the bricks off of the man with the biggest widow's peak in anime history. I mean, dog, like LeBron has a better hairline than you. But after your dad beats the bricks off of this man, something fierce, but also in the process totals his own body, this man decides, yeah, I can't just like let you win, because that looks bad on me, bro. So we're gonna have to do something about that. He realizes, oh, y'all don't even got a moon over here, bro. I picked a day where there would be a moon. What is this BS? You know, of course, that being the result of Piccolo blowing it up. Vegeta realizes that he's in trouble, creates an artificial moon, right? Which, by the way, I don't know how the hell you have that ability. I don't know how you even find out you have... Like, how... Alright. Genuine question. For Dragon Ball fans. How did he even figure out that that was an ability? The first person to ever do it. How did he figure out how to do it? And how did he explain that? Like, can every... Like, alright. They don't have the tails anymore. Could Vegeta just fire off, like, moonlight beams and infringe on my channel's copyright? No, I'm playing. But, but like, legit, like, does it hurt if he hits you with the beam, with that moon ray? I don't know what to even call it. Like, the moon beam, that's all I can think of, because, like, he shoots a little ki blast in the air, burst open and mix, that. Does it hurt? Like, what if Goku had just, like, jumped in the way? Does it just dissipate? I don't know. There are so many questions I could ask about this one topic. I could probably actually make a real video on it. Anyway, of course, Goku gets crippleized, but only after shooting Vegeta one last time in the eye. Because, dude, he wasn't beaten up enough. Krillin, Gohan, and surprisingly Yajirobe, of all people, go to save Goku's life because Jesus Christ, somebody has to. He was kind of your only and best hope. So, yeah, somebody better go save that man. Well, Yajirobe. All right. So first off, Gohan was a distraction. Krillin tries to cut it off, or Gohan, you were the distraction. Your bald friend, tries to cut off the tail. Vegeta notices, jumps, and you almost get sliced by this Destructo disc. Yeah, this ain't no spirit bomb, buddy. If that hits you, you're done. So,
I'll give it everything I've got.
so like, all right. After that, the least likely hero, Yajirobe, saves your ass. Ass is, because he saves all of you, really. He slices off Vegeta's tail. And, of course, Vegeta has to beat all of you up, but starting with him. Because, well, he deserved it. Backhands him, starts beating on him. And then somehow, like Vegeta, of course, barely alive. Or not barely alive at this point, but, like, he's pretty freaking mad. Goku gives Krillin the Spirit Bomb. And while he is being distracted by Gohan. And Gohan is able, like, or Goku gives Krillin the Spirit Bomb. I'm not editing any of this out. Like I said, doing one shot. And just have faith that the next one will be even better, I promise. Part 3 will be the best part. Because I'll have more time. But I feel like I'm running on a deadline here. Because I want to get this out, like, earlier in the week. Or at least edited and stuff. But anyway, back to the episode. So, Goku gives Krillin the Spirit Bomb. Literally, like, bro, look, if I could give it to literally anybody else, I would, but I can't. So, don't Krillin this up, bro.
Let's do this already.
And Krillin's just like, I will do my best. No promises. So then, after that, Vegeta ducks, dodges, but Gohan is able to hit that thing with a mad recoil, which is ultra wild to me. I never understood how that specific energy attack could just be like, oh, this one's pure of heart. Yeah, alright, let's not murder him. By the way, still 5 years old. No pressure, homie. This thing that could literally destroy the very planet. Redirect it with your body. No pressure, bro. Like, that is a wild amount of pressure to put on somebody. Let alone your own child, Goku. You're a terrible person for that. Granted, does that imply that, like, Krillin potentially could have redirected it if Gohan was given the energy? I mean, probably not, because Krillin can't even ride the Flying Nimbus. Yeah, by the way, if you don't remember, Krillin was, at least, I don't know about now, obviously, because nobody rides it anymore, but there was a time in Dragon Ball where Krillin tried to ride the Flying Nimbus. He couldn't. Mainly because, like, the whole reason he started training with Roshi was because Krillin literally brought porn to Roshi and was like, hey, I know what you like. And Roshi was like, yeah, alright, you're pretty alright, kid. I was gonna train that guy because I like his grandpa, but you brought me the good stuff. Now go get me a woman. Times were different. Times were very different. Anyway. Japan is wild. Anyway. So. Gohan ends up transforming because his tail regrows because, don't look into it, really. Just we don't know. I'm gonna be so real with you. It never made sense to me. But it's a thing that happened to Goku in Dragon Ball. It was a neat little callback, even though it never came back again. I mean, I'm half expecting Toyotaro to just be like, oh, yes, and then Goten, Trunks, and Gohan all now have tails because Dragon Ball.
Sick and tired of waiting.
But, yeah. Gohan gets a tail, but then Vegeta desperately tries to slice that thing off, which, by the way, he barely was able to do that. I would like to mention, but when he does finally get that little bastard's tail off, your tail off, because I did say this is from the perspective of Gohan, he freaking gets crushed by you. That's right. Even unconscious, Gohan still contributes more than Krillin did. Oh, that's not true. He contributed more than Chatsu did, and Yamcha, and Tien, and maybe even more than Piccolo, really, because, like, Piccolo died to Nappa. Gohan helped take out Vegeta. Yeah, I think Gohan definitely was the best. Gohan was one of our MVPs, Gohan and Goku. Goku for the Spirit Bomb, Gohan for like smashing Vegeta. Because, well, yeah. Anyway, I think it's pretty freaking obvious because he literally lands on Vegeta. So Vegeta survives even that because, well, he's a freaking tank. Absolute unit of a man. Let's just real quick go over how many times they tried to murk this man. Goku hit him with a Kaioken ×3, which at that time was insane for Goku. Hell, he hit him with a ×4 actually. It launched him into the stratosphere. Alright, so Kaioken, near or very low supply of oxygen area. He hit him with the Spirit Bomb. All of Goku's attacks, Krillin's attacks, and all of Gohan's attacks. Which that's already four incredible things right there. Sliced off his tail, thanks to Yajirobe. Freaking, they've hit him with now they finally crushed him with Gohan. And he was still alive because, man, balding men don't die. I don't know what you want me to say. We might have to edit that. And he was still alive. You know why? Because real thugs don't go out easy. And that's what Vegeta was. He was the MVP. Vegeta did crazy numbers, bro. Like, granted, his kill count was 1, and that 1 was Nappa. So, like, that's wild to think about. The only person he killed on Earth was Nappa. Bro really said, yeah. Alright, I tried my best, but Nappa died. I don't know what you want me to tell you. But because of somebody's scouter being on, Frieza heard the great news. There are Dragon Balls on this little place with these little green men called Namekians? Something like that, I don't know. But, ooh, I really want these wish orbs. This is going to be great. So, yeah. Basically, to summarize why it's hilarious, again, Vegeta's only kill was Nappa. Enough said. Other than that, the fact that, like, there's a 5-year-old just running around on this battlefield where all these grown, trained, seasoned warriors are dying. And it's basically up to him by the end of the fight to beat this grown man this grown spaceman, to death. That is the premise of Dragon Ball, guys, in a nutshell. Anyway, so that's it for this part. However, I have another part planned. I don't have it recorded yet, but I do have it planned. And we're gonna... Don't mind my stutter. And we're gonna record it when we hit 10 likes, because 5 was too few. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Basically, these are working as a recap while I just mock the funny little ideas and also try to get them out as quickly as possible. I kind of like these one-shots. Let me know what you guys think. What's better, one and done shots, like one takes, or the the other option, which is edited videos that will take a lot longer to produce because edited. Or do you want to mix of both, where it's mostly one shots, but with some like little
You've
funny
definitely
text,
gotten better.
like that one?
That said, you're still not
Um,
strong enough to beat me.
yeah. Anyway, so you've made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I want to give out my shoutouts. So, channel members for the main channel, Phantom Piper, thank you very much for being a channel member. It really does help. It
Good hit.
might not seem, I mean,
It's my turn.
bleh. It might not seem like much, but any amount ever put to the channel ever is a lot to me.
Together.
Not to mention that I will be putting any amount of money given to me, mostly just towards the channel. Like, one thing I want to do is I want to get better, like, headphones. I want to get better X, Y, and Z. I want to sound better. I want better audio for you. I want to eventually get a laptop so that I can edit from that. So that I can, you know, produce better videos. Because, well, that is kind of the goal, you know? Basically what I'm trying to say is, thank you. And I'd like to give out a shout out to J-Man for encouraging me behind the scenes to keep the series going. You know, and yeah, I really do value him as a friend. Jay, you are really cool, man. You are amazing. And I can't wait to start recording with you again. The other shout out I want to give is to my best friend, my buddy. You know who you are. No, I'm kidding, guys. I'm gonna shout out his channel so you can go follow him and harass him and tell him that Lunar Arts Gaming sent you its default B7. You already know. Alright, and actually later today, depending on when this is uploaded, we're going to be recording together. Yay! I know you guys love live streams with us. So you guys will be seeing some of default later today. Because yeah, we are friends, genuinely. We do like playing together. It's just that we kind of have these shitty schedules that do not line up in any way, shape, or form. So it makes it a little hard on us to get together. But when we do, I promise. And you guys get to see it, because normally when we hang out, it becomes a stream. Not really sure what we're playing today, though. Depending on when this video comes out, you guys will know anyway. So, yeah. This will be posted to the second channel first, which is Lunar Arts Extras. So, for anybody watching on for anyone watching on Lunar Arts Extras, come check out the main channel, Lunar Arts Gaming, where I make gaming content, gaming live streams, gaming reviews go on both channels, though I will be starting to post them more and more to the second channel for those of you watching on the main channel. So yes, guys, everyone, please check out both channels. Subscribe to both channels. I'm going to be trying my best to get them both monetized. We already have one, so really all I need is the second channel monetized. I just have to get, the goal is 1,000 subscribers. Because that's just the goal. I mean, and then after that there will be a new goal. It is an unobtainable goal because it will always change. Anyway, the final shout out is to you, the viewer. Yes, you. The person looking at God Goku right now. Or listening to this rambling while your phone is in your pocket. Or while you are doing X, Y, and Z, just because you love hearing my voice so much. Thank you so very much for watching. I know the second channel isn't really getting many views, and that's a-okay with me for the most part. Because I know that at some point it will. I'm just gonna keep posting and posting and posting until I hit that one video that's just gonna break through the mold and get more and more and more eyes on the channel, on the main and the second channel. I love you guys, and without you, I couldn't be making these videos anyway, because the fact that I'm getting views, the fact that I'm getting likes, the fact that I have reached over 553 subscribers on the main channel, that blows my mind every time I look at my channel. I swear to God, it's just mind-boggling that I've reached 500,000 subscribers. So I was thinking about this. I think instead of doing 100 subscriber specials, I'll be doing 50 subscriber specials. So like we've reached, we've been at 50 for a while, like 550 for a long while now. But they were actually just special for it. I think I'm gonna do one at some point. 550 subscriber special. That's long overdue. And then when we hit 600, we'll do the subscriber special. Then when we hit 650, we'll do a subscriber special. Then we'll hit blah 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 blah. You get the idea, and so on and so forth. I'll make a poll, though your options are basically going to be boiled down to Minecraft and Call of Duty, and I'm willing to get Fortnite, but I will absolutely be Dookie Water because I don't actually play Fortnite very much. Then again, I guess it doesn't mean I'll be bad. I'm decent at Call of Duty, and I don't really play it very much either. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you again. And I will see you in the next episode. I'll catch y'all on the flip side.